Okay, come on, Pugs. Come on. Good boy. Decided to groom him outside today because it's a nice day and we kind of sit in the shade where it's not too hot. I start underneath at his front here or his back, doesn't matter. I just get all underneath at first. And go through with the pin brush first and then a comb just to make sure there's no mats close to his skin. Oops, sorry, Pugs. And if there was any mats, then I'll just go through with the slicker brush and get under. I have kind of combed him already there. This is actually the second time around I'm trying to do this video. It might look like I'm brushing him a little rough, but this brush is very soft and doesn't get all the way down to his skin. It just kind of loosens up all the hair, and then I go through with the comb close to his skin. He's usually matted up in his armpit areas in here. And this area in here is very tender for him. He's got some mats in here. I can see little baby hairs. But he sits very good for me. He's a very good boy. You can tell he's not liking that very much. So I'll just go a little bit more tender, slower. Good boy, Pugs. It's a little bit staticky or matted up. I'll use the Magic Touch spray. That kind of cleans his coat up too, freshens it up. Good boy, Pugs. If you can't get through with the comb, then it's not good enough. For his face, I just use the bigger comb, run it through, loosen everything up, and then I use the finer face comb. They call it face and feet comb, just to get the fine hairs out of the tips of their feet, I think. And then I just run that through to get all the gunk out. They usually mat up in here underneath their ears. And now's the time too when I check their ears, make sure they look okay and not too long a hair. I don't pluck their hair out. I usually just take scissors and trim it out as close as I can. They don't have any ear issues. My first Shih Tzu had a lot of ear infections, but I think it has to do with the genetics of the dog. Because I don't do anything different with these guys than I do with my first Shih Tzu when it comes to their ears. There's a bee. Oh, there. I'm scared of bees around the dogs because Pugsley, I think, is allergic to wasps. He kind of went unconscious on me one time. Gums turned white and he went into shock, and I still don't know why he did that or what happened, and it actually happened to him twice. So I'm thinking he might have got bit by a wasp, so I'm very cautious around wasps and bees. Now that I'm done combing out his face, then I just flip him over on his side. Sometimes he'll growl at me when I do that because he's in the middle of sleeping. He doesn't like to be disturbed. He's a very good boy. And then I just comb out his side in layers. Start at the bottom of his foot. as you can see, Pugsley rather enjoys this, and I don't mind it either. Doing 2 dogs is a little overwhelming. If it was just us two, would be kind of easier, but and that's pretty much it. And then usually I'll just lift him up to do his butt area and give it a little bit of a magic coat spray and run the brush through and the comb, make sure there's no mats in there, and then I'll put his top knot in. And that's pretty much it. Pugsley's pretty lazy at this point. Now you have to put his top knot in, so we're just going to do a quick elastic today, just to do it quick. He's got a big enough head that I only have to put 1 elastic in, but with Sydney, usually if I tell him he's a handsome boy, he'll stay up. You're handsome. You're so handsome. Good boy. Sydney has to wear 2 elastics because her head is a little smaller. Good boy, you're so handsome. If I don't keep telling him he's handsome, he'll sleep. Okay, you're so handsome, Pugsley. Good boy, you're so handsome. Look how handsome you are. Okay, there you go. You can lie down if you want. Want to lie down? No? And I don't do the fancy smancy top coat where they poop it all out and everything. I just give him a casual top knot just to keep the hair out of his face. Sometimes I'll trim his hair up in here. If he was a show dog, I don't think that's allowed, but he's not a show dog. And that's pretty much it.